There's usually some fire, but you got to go check it out, right?
Yeah,
And
most definitely.
I think they just fishing right now. And I'll be honest, I don't think they got some old laws on the books about human trafficking when you sending people across state lines for sex crimes and stuff like that, or for sex acts. That's real old on the law. It's a federal law that I think they're gonna try to use to go after him. But man, I'm kind of one of those that believe they fishing just to see what he got, what he have on people, just to go in his house to see what he has. Is what I'm thinking. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Is what I really believe is what's going on to him right now. Yeah.
So I saw
So
December 14th of last year. You pretty much predicted this, man. About this raid. You told Puffy to get ready, man. You know, hope you got
I
your ducks
tried to
lined up.
tell his brother. I told him to
Here
go
they
over there with
coming.
Russell, with his boy Russell, but he didn't want to go.
Wow.
I said, man, go over to ballet, man. You can let Russell living like a king over there. But y'all see what just happened recently? A few hours ago, they announced about him selling Revolt, right? All the shares in Revolt.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They served him. They said they served him over there, right?
Well, that was Russell that got served. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Russell got served. I wonder the laws on that, though. I wonder if that can be enforced. I don't know about the laws over there as far as I know they can't extradite you. You know, they CIA go kidnap his ass or something, like they did your boy from Wiki Piki or whatever. But they kidnap you, but if they really wanted you. But I don't know if that's going to be legal. But no, people wouldn't just waste that money, because I heard the dude dressed up like he was on vacation, and then they say, "Hey, here you go, Mr. Simmons."
Wow.
But yeah. Hey, I go ahead.
No, but what you said about you know, I had some fellas they were postulating.
Man, I don't talk to Cowboy fans. What's going on? Y'all got me talking to a Cowboy fan. Man, I don't talk to no Cowboy fan.
I predicted this. I predicted you were gonna have a problem with this, and I thought about taking the T-shirt off. But guess what? That man sitting in front of a Green Bay jersey.
That's even worse. You're right. That's even worse. That's even worse. Even though, you know, since they got that boy Strauss, I've been starting to like him. But I grew up hating Green Bay, though. You know, and I love Reggie White. You know, everybody think Reggie White, they get me mixed up. But I hated Brett Favre now. Man, what happened to Brett Favre case? What I know you know, Mr. Miller. What happened to that kid? Man,
you know what that is, man. You know what that is, man. You know that from the poor. And this, you know what that is.
You get money from the poor to build a gymnasium.
They kicked that up under. Man, we forgot all about that. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to mess with Stephen A. Smith. Start tapping at him. I'm going on Vlad tomorrow, and I'm gonna talk here to Stephen A. Smith. Like, why you letting that go, Stephen A? Why y'all stop talking about that?
Yeah. Hey man, tell Vlad show me some love, man. Make sure you tell Vlad I say what's up, man.
I sure will, Mr. Miller Experience. All right. But anyway,
what you asking, Craig? Go ahead with your question, Craig.
We were postulating about the fact that perhaps Diddy knows too much. You understand?
Yeah. Or you got to go see what you know, because you know where everybody know that you keep stuff close to you. That's one thing about us. When we got issues, we know that shouldn't be in our drawer or next to us, but we just can't let it go. You know, Pop get a song about it. But me and my girlfriend, you remember when he loaned it out? He said, "I'll be so mad. I'll be okay. Wait till you get home." And you know, when people got stuff like that, they have a hard time letting it go. And I'm thinking law enforcement is hoping that that's the case.
But Reggie, you and I both know you former law enforcement. For them to have this raid, they had for a judge to sign off on that warrant. They had to find something.
Well, you know what, and I've been thinking about that, especially to get Homeland Security involved.
Yeah.
But when you got people talking about secret cameras and stuff in the house, that might be enough for a judge to say, "Hey, let's go see if there was some secret cameras in there.
Yeah,
let's go see if they still there." Now, Puppy have to be the dumbest. He'll keep your D&B 1A and 1B if he had anything in there incriminating.
Yeah.
Because anybody with any sense, any attorney done told him, hey, bro, they coming.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm kind of mad at him because he let his kids and them be in the house. If I know the
I
police
said the
coming,
same thing. Didn't I just say that, Craig? I said the same thing. I say the man flying, he leaving his 2 sons at the house.
yeah, I'll be like, hey, y'all gotta go. I don't know where y'all got.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all gotta get the fuck out of there. But
Hey, I'm reading Rolling Stones right now. Headline reads, Sean Combs accused mule arrested at
I saw
Miami airport.
that
of
little white boy.
cocaine
Did y'all see how that
marijuana.
boy look? Look how he look. Y'all need to put up that picture. What that nigga hanging around Puffy Combs for? Look at that. Look how he look. He look like a crackhead himself.
Good to see you find that picture, man. Man.
Man, wait till y'all see that picture.
Man.
Y'all gonna be mad. Greg see it. Greg, he
put
see it,
picture
but
up
y'all gonna be mad.
Let me see. I think I can. Rest at Miami airport. Take time.
Go on 50 Cent Twitter. 50 Cent got it up on Twitter.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
50
hey,
lighting Puffy
You know
up
he
right
would.
now, man.
You know he would have it up.
Yeah,
50 got
you
it
know,
up.
50,
I don't even know it. I'm just saying. I know 50. I know 50
Yeah.
got it up.
50 petty, man. He petty now. You know,
50.
Hey,
Hey, I hope I never become exactly. Look at that.
oh hell no.
Puffy ain't got no business hanging with him, y'all.
Nah.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. They just found this guy. He mentioned Puffy name.
Come on now.
But anyway, hey, who are we to judge, right?
So how you think this gonna play out, man? You think he's gonna go?
I'm hoping. I was hoping that they going just to clear up shit, get shit out of his hands. But as we said, they could have sent anybody in to do that. When Homeland Security take the time to do this, that's the head of all agencies. Most people don't know why Homeland Security was created. I'll explain right quick. I know you brothers know, but just for most of the listeners, because the FBI, DEA, and all of them were bumping heads. They'd be investigating and they were bumping heads. So they said they needed one branch that can control everything, where you can report it, where the FBI, head guy won't be getting mad at the DEA head guy and all of that. So they came up with Homeland Security mainly to be that one branch where they all put everything in. And they was the one to control leaks. They could control everybody but the CIA. Yeah. And that's why the Homeland Security branch was made. I'm saying that to say that's the top dog of the top dog, really. Right. And to bring him in, or to bring whoever's in charge of that agency in, they could have just let an FBI agent, a Secret Service agent, or a DEA agent to deal with it. But they got the guy that's over all the branches involved. It's usually a fire. I ain't gonna say a smoke, a fire that's going on.
So with Homeland Security, Homeland Security involved, could that mean that there are multiple agencies?
That's generally what it is. They control all the agencies. You know what? Like the FBI agent and the DEA agent, or the Border Patrol agent, they all start arguing with each other because they like, shit, I ain't gotta take no orders from you. Shit, got my own agent.
Right.
But the guy that's over Homeland Security, he can step in and be like, no FBI, stand down. Yeah. No DEA, stand down. No Secret Service, stand down. He got the authority over all, each one that's a boss in their own right,
Right.
Yeah.
So let's play a scenario, right? Let's say you just made a statement earlier. You say how Puffy probably has things on other people, correct?
Well, like the Epstein tape, like Epstein had,
Yeah. Let's say they do bring Puffy in and start questioning. You think he's going to tell? And if he do tell, you think his life would be in danger? If someone out there knows that Puffy knows the stuff on him, they ain't gonna take the chance on this mofo, and they be like, "Hey man, we got to get him before he talk." You think that's
why I believe they went on a recovery mission. And military brothers, you got search, you got destroy, then you got recovery efforts. I think that was a recovery mission. That's my opinion. I don't know, but that's the only thing that makes sense. because we haven't really had a known of a outright victim yet.
Yeah.
You know, meaning a young kid, and I think he graduated from the kids. I think he did that. I think he. You know, I got to be careful. I don't want to get y'all sued, but
defamation.
let me how can I say? I think he graduated from that. I'll just say that. I don't know.
So
I
what you
really
mean,
don't want
like,
to put the.
I know. I understand what you're saying. You mean like what Gene Deal was talking about back in the day? How he was with
The Diddy
certain
camp and all of that stuff. Yeah. I think the Diddy camp stuff is over. You don't see him hanging around with too many kids or anything like that. But I think he
You know what I
graduated
noticed
to the boys. He still like the boys. Because I always say, you order in a you know, you number one is weird as fuck to me to want to watch anybody have sex with your woman. That's just weird.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Okay, forget that. Some niggas, that's how they float their boat. Okay, all right, whatever. But when you ordering up the guy, they say, no, I want this particular guy. That's because that's who you're attracted to.
That's who you're attracted to, exactly.
You know, it's 4 of us on this channel. Each one of us got a female that's like, that nigga's fine. And another one, your female is like, that's the ugliest nigga in the world. And yours, man, oh, he all right, but that nigga right there. You know, women got different tastes. And so we do too. We do, and that's why he was doing the ordering. If you ever hear of any of the complaints, he was the one ordering the male escorts. And because you order what turns you on.
According to Cassie.
You know? Well, yeah.
Hey man, let me ask you something. Everything
that you get that information.
50 already called him booty juice. So why you drinking that booty juice? You know he's doing some rock.
He said when that nigga offered
that booty juice.
he been mad ever since he offered to take him shopping. That's what we do when we try to get him. You want to go to the mall? You want to go to eat? You want to go shopping?
Let me ask you everything. Diddy former bodyguard, Gene Deal. I know you're familiar with him. Do you know him personally, or you don't know him like that?
We never met in person. We probably been in the same area, Soul Train Awards and stuff like that. But we talked on the phones. We at one time was talking on the phone probably 2 to 3 times a week, and we had some deals that was working, you know, and they didn't pan out. So I can't be mad about that. You know, he have a way of doing business, and I have a way of doing business.
Is this before he started doing like interviews and everything, or this is like after?
It was during that time, but before he blew up, I'll give him his props. He's doing a great job. My boy Arthur Dialogue Channel does a great job with pulling stories out of him.
And that's why I want to ask you: you think everything he's saying is legit? Has he discussed this stuff off camera with you, or everything he's saying?
I believe I wouldn't call him a liar. I just think he adds salt and pepper on things on the stories. I think he added himself to it. I guess you are lying if you're adding yourself to a story that you really wasn't involved in.
So let me ask you a question.
I don't want to call him a liar. You know, I hate when people just say somebody's a liar, and so just because you get part in one lie, everything you say is a lie, because that's not necessarily true.
But let me ask you this question: the former bodyguard, and I know Death Row. I don't know everybody there like you do. I don't know him, period, at all. I can't say like you do. I don't know him, period. But I'm assuming by what I see on television, I don't think they be doing half that. I only think they be doing none of that shit that Puffy been doing, that Gene Deal stated he saw. And saying that, if you did see anything like that, would you have say something to Suge, Dre, Pac, if you saw some bullshit like the things that Gene was talking about? You seen Puffy do?
Well, that's why I say he's complicit. That's why I think earlier, I don't know, I done said it so much, but I think he has some complicity, that where he's complicit to some things. Because of some of the things, the stories that he's been given, you'd be like, from law enforcement, be like, wait a minute, you saw that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you better start saying, I heard.
Yeah.
Not I saw.
I heard. Exactly. Not that I heard. Not that I was there. Because you're complicit at that point, like you said.
Exactly.
And, so the way he tells stories is like he was there. And I'm like, you still law enforcement at this time, dude. You let that happen?
I don't care, law enforcement or regular man, human, you know. I'm not gonna let nobody sit and be around me with spiking drinks. I don't care. I don't care who the female is, and where me being retired, me whatever, you're not gonna be spiking drinks around me and stuff like that.
Right.
And
Right.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying exactly. And so that's all I'm saying. You know, like I said, I don't want to harp on the brother. I ain't trying to get him in trouble
I was just wondering. I want to get your point of view.
I have did videos saying that him and Mark Curry need to be careful of the things they saying because they making them sound complicit to some of the things the way they telling the story. And like you said, and you bring up a good point, and you pointed it out. Is it just for the YouTube or what putting themselves in a situation where they may have just heard, where they have maybe had just read or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
It could be that situation.
But as you know, when you put it out there, it's hard to take it back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're right.
You yeah.
And that's why I say be careful. That's why I try to warn them and say, y'all better be careful. Because you're gonna get called in. They definitely gonna get called in. Even if it's not on this side, it's going on the other side. Where did you hear that from? How you know about that?
Right.
Yeah.
So he needs to hope that this don't go too far. If he's not already done been contacted, he could have been one of the reasons for the search warrants. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't
People
know.
not gonna be as transparent as I'll tell you. Yep, those niggas called me in and I went down, and this is why I went down, and I ain't got no problem with it. So, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
But everybody ain't like that. Everybody want to be the tough guy, bad guy, and all of that. No, I'll never snitch. Yeah, okay. Get in that box.
There's something to be said about open, honest transparency.
Yeah.
I try to be. That's my intent in life.
You're right.
Well, let me ask you this last question. I know you got to go, Reg, but
whatever you need.
Keep it D. What's your thoughts on how you think it's going to end up for him? I know he haven't been to trial yet, but he's still stating that he was lying. He was just trying to sell a book, just trying to get his, get popular, get his name out there. Just trying to spark up.
Yeah, motherfucking lie. Yeah, motherfucker, but it's a good defense, Yeah. If I told somebody earlier today, I said, man, if I was KPD, I would be up there throwing shit on the wall, putting shit on my face and everything. I was crazy. I was just doing all this for clout. Because if he done said too much where law enforcement know and they could piece together that, no, you couldn't have known this. We never reported this. So that defense gonna go by the wayside. But us sitting on a jury and you get a doctor to come in and all that and tell us all their expertise and say, no, that motherfucker is really crazy. And then I would have a hard time convicting somebody if a doctor telling me, no, he's really crazy. He really was just doing this for fame and he really got caught up into this. I would have a hard time convicting him based just on that. But just because now he's trying to backtrack everything and say, oh, I was just making it up. I was just lying. The white man put it out first, so I was following his lead story and all that. I'll be like, nah, motherfucker, you said it too many times. You shouldn't have played like that.
All he has to say is one thing that wasn't reported. That no one supposedly knew about. That one thing.
And I'm gonna give y'all some breaking news. This is what I know and what I've been told and all of that. Because everybody want to get shit on Greg Cadians and Greg Cadians did this and Greg Cadians did this. Guess what the stupid motherfucker did?
What's that?
He gave a statement to Vegas PD after the murder rap stuff was released. They pulled him in like 2012.
Yeah.
Without an attorney and everything, repeated the same story on tape to Vegas detectives.
Wow.
And they ain't told y'all that yet.
Got it first on the Mill Experience overtime.
So my point is, you keep saying this, and he gonna have a hard defense. That nigga better start wiping shit on his face. Hey, Miller, hey, guard like Miller coming in and then bring Miller and one of his ex-boys in and be like, yeah, that motherfucker was sitting in there with shit on his face. Miller, no, tell him.
Hey, I done seen him working in the jail, man.
Yeah,
we had a dude in there for murder one time, and he was literally eating shit, man. Like he was shit, man. And he would eat it right in front of us.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. One day I asked him, I said, hey, man, what it tastes like? He said, stale potato chips.
That nigga really was crazy. I'm telling you, man, that's what I would be doing right now. I'll be, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, how Suge doing? Before you, how Suge doing?
I'll be honest, I haven't really been communicating with him lately. I haven't communicated with him in a couple of years, and but hey, man, on this podcast, it seems like he's in a different place.
Yeah,
he's on some grown man shit, you know, which unfortunately might not work on YouTube world. But if he's really just trying to show a different image of himself, I think he's doing a good job of it. Yeah. I just think for what we want to hear about, if I was in business with him doing the YouTube or the podcast, I would probably take him in a little childish way, a childish more way for the youngsters to listen. But I understand being where he's at, keeping those wardens and lieutenants and captains off your butt. You better kind of say some.
You got to keep it like
positive. Yeah, you got to kind of keep it PG.
Because we know he got some stories,
about
man.
About Snoop stealing his.
He can call out something. He taps here and there, but you see, you go really listen to what he's talking about. He ain't really all over he ain't addressing a lot of the stuff that we really, really want to know.
Yeah.
And that's where I think, but I kind of give him a pass because I understand I'm not in the situation. And I know how those people that have that pale skin critique what we say, and especially being behind that wall.
Yeah.
And how they can easily pull it in.
Yeah.
And I heard probably thought he was just trying to do what he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? So I know he ain't trying to mess it up. You know, being in prison.
Exactly. And that's the worst thing. To lose privileges in that motherfucker. Yeah. It's already you got to be there and move when the niggas say get up and wake up and all that. Right. But to lose your privileges that other people had or that you had before. That's just like having a driver license and then now they telling you can't drive, you know, in there. That's how you look at privileges. Because everybody think it's a right. Things are not a right. Driver license is not a right. That's a privilege.
That's privilege.
And they'll take it away from you just as. And so that's how inmates think. You know.
I heard they say his health was failing at one point.
It was at one point. One of the positive things that I think that happened from this, in my opinion, is him getting incarcerated, because that's one thing niggas do once they get in there. They fill out those sick requests to go to the you know, to go to the doctor or to go to see you go.
They always sick, man. They always sick. They
go there. So you know, because it get them a different atmosphere. You know, it may get you to the doctor office where you can go and see some nurses, or you can get from behind the walls. You know, I know it makes the cops mad because they got to transport you and all of that, but you just, man, it's something different. You get to go. You might get lucky out to stay overnight and just have your handcuffed to the bed, and you might get to eat something different that you don't have to eat in there.
Something different.
Exactly. So,
Reg, man, we appreciate you coming on, brother. You always look out when I give you that phone call, man. Tell Mob James I said what's up. Tell Vlad I said what's up. You got anything you want to promote before you go, my man?
Just Bone First daily. You know, daily you get something. Like I said, it ain't as grown as maybe the people that's on your channel that like to listen to. You're gonna get some childish stuff, but. Hey, that's how you have to get your numbers.
Sometimes Reggie ain't bad. Sometimes we need a little Reggie. We need to get away from
little Reggie in your life. Well, I'm too old to be doing that, but hey, man, I done learned the game, and I have to do the game, man. I play the game.
Well, I appreciate you.
What's that W stand for over there? What's that for? West Virginia? What, Mr. Vic? What's that W on you for?
That's a V&W, Vic West Production.
That's for you. Okay, okay, Big West. Okay. Respect.
He was ready to bash another team. He was ready to bash another team. That's what
he's about to bash
I ain't got no problem with. I ain't got a problem. I thought it was Washington, to be honest.
Oh, the Redskins.
Cowboys. You know what? I'm like Stephen A. though. I don't hate the Cowboys. I hate you motherfucking fans.
No, it ain't even the fans no more. It's Jerry Jones.
Oh my God, he the mascot, the fan.
I blame Jerry Jones. He keep feeding them hoop dreams, man.
Hey, but I think right now, your team is I I think they finally just said we ain't gonna pay all this money no more. We been downside this, we just ready to print up our money.
Yeah,
I think Jerry done said, hey, we don't need no Super Bowl. All the other teams winning and ain't spending all this extra money.
Yeah, he's comfortable being the wealthiest franchise in
Exactly.
sports.
I think it's up to 9 billion now. 9 billion or something like that. But he said it ain't for sale.
The Raiders?
Huh? I'm a closet Raider fan, of course, but you know, we kind of ducking our heads right now. I was hollering Rams about 3 years ago when they were winning, but you know what? I'm prejudiced, and a lot of people get mad at me. But I go for I don't really have a team right now. I go for a black coach first, and then the black quarterback second.
So you gonna
if one of them in the game? If one of them in the game, then I'm rooting for them. Now, if it's a black or black, then I may have a problem. I don't care. But shit, I'm a fantasy football player. Huh?
You gotta
I root for him. I root for him. Have you shut up his brother? Did you tell his brother to shut up on Twitter yet? Because he's messing up his money.
You know, I try to give him a pass. I'm thinking he kind of lost it because what happened with the other brother.
Yeah.
So I feel like some of that's going on with him.
Yeah.
He's lashing out. He misses his brother.
I don't think the families need to say nothing, man. Be honest with you, because
it messes your money up. It messes your money and it messes you up in the locker room. People don't know that locker room is.
I'm gonna look at you sideways like, oh, you really think that?
You see,
and those linemen, you don't play with those linemen. Those linemen really control the locker room. Those linemen and no crazy defense. They throw you up against the to that locker, and you be like,
That's why I'm saying Dak Prescott need to go ahead and say, you know what? I'll take a pay cut. Let me pay for some linemen. Tom Brady did it. Let me pay for some linemen. Let me pay these guys to protect me.
Yeah. And see, and Dak Prescott, he's getting money outside of football, man, just like Tom Brady did. So I mean, the money wise ain't gonna hurt him.
Yeah, just being the face of Dallas,
That's it, man.
Yeah, that star means something.
Business decision.
Yeah.
Hey, but Reg, I'm gonna holler at you later, King. I appreciate you, and see you on the next one, my man. Thank you.
Appreciate you, brothers.
Man,
all right, man.
Appreciate you.
Uh-huh.